Yeah. What's worth knowing is the subtleness of my terror. I'm making known. Phone be always ringing. I make sure I love the ringtone. Not moving what I see to the focus stronger than semen. And all the problems we breathing and all the baggage beneath it. No priors, I just inspire it. Any minute it blows. And even it blows when others try to shit on your goals. I'm a seeker of higher mountains, a starer of many fountains. No more lounging that's outdated like Ritz crackers and couches. It's filthy to some arousing. I'ma keep it 1,000. I'm smiling with pain surrounded, but made it out of this island of rappers, trappers, and actors who follow the same chapters. Creativeness non-existent, except in the worst conditions. Speak on it, but don't get out. I ran fast as I could. I never looked to the forest. My homies, the only wood. This fear wasn't the failure. My fear wasn't the start of my heart. Showed me the gift and told me you better start it. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. There's nothing worse in this game than a lie. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. I promise not to speak on it till the ink dry. There's nothing worse in this game than a lie. And I've been there in offices, meetings under the table. Gas artists handed thousands to talent that wasn't able. I done had phone meetings, plane tickets was paid for, and stories change quicker than con artists and landlords. The waiting game can make you or break. You know what you in for. The game full of snakes, don't be knocking on Venom's front door. Shout it, take the positive music, could give you options if you choose to dig as deep as the labels do. When your pockets do the opposite, don't follow the fads or your lag. Think you steaming with your single, you like the rest of the crabs. Don't be meager, mediocre, melancholy or sloppy. In other words, you a copy. You got your disc in the lobby for a meeting to get told. Think I like what you do and keep working, you played your single. Now your confidence ruined, it don't matter, don't nobody really know what they looking for. So be yourself, it's worth it, no matter who you play for.
Oh, what's up, man? I'm Robert. Nice to meet you. Okay. So y'all know what's going on. Okay. Oh, y'all really don't know what's going on. Y'all got a little bit of an inkling.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Good, good.
Let's get it in. Let's go. This is how it is. Mission control.
That's it.
Here, man. Squeeze
Houston,
in.
we upstairs. You ready?
I was nervous before, but I got my thoughts together and I'm like, yo, the only thing I could do is really just go out there.
We're not normally in the business of doing news conferences, so this is kind of really a big deal.
Right. I think that's why I was nervous at first, because I'm like, yo, this is a straight game changer for real. Like, doing a news conference, a press conference too, before a signing is unheard of. Right. So like that's only something you see in NBA.
Right.
You know, the boxing realm, you know, so it's like we're coming aggressive already. So at first I was like, man, I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready for it.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the press looks like out there too.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So that's, you know, I know that Lee invited a lot of folks out there, so you know.
Yeah.
How you feeling, bro?
I mean, it's been a journey, a process, you know, from the time that, you know, he came to me years ago. People don't even know about it.
Right, that's when I was a barista at the cafe.
Right. I think he was still in high school, and he was like, man, one day I'm going to work with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did.
So, you know, from that day to now, man, and now being, you know, your personal manager and seeing where we at with this, and you about to sign your deal today, man, I just think, you know,
it was meant to be that way.
It was written. It was already written.
It was meant to be that way.
Right.
But look how long it took. And see, that's the part that we're discussing. You know, folks just don't have the mental capacity to wait. You know, sometimes waiting is not necessarily a bad thing, because you don't want to walk yourself into a situation where you've taken on a role and you find out that the time that you done spent in something that never was your fit, that time could have been well spent in a situation where you waited and you've built up your process. You know, I have people all the time, yo, can you manage me? Manage what? Give me something to manage. Give me something that makes it, like you said, a game changer. You know, I have 20 plus years in the game. Lee is definitely 15, 20. You know, MJ, same thing. You know, he go all the way back to the Hammer days when he used to run with Hammer.
Because I know for me, for a minute, you know, I felt a little bitter about, you know, getting myself out there because I felt like there was so many naysayers involved. It's almost like we sort of polluted our own city full of, you know, doubt. And, you know, we're so busy trying to jump on Wiz and Max bandwagon. You know, at the end of the day, I think some artists lost originality because of that.
Yeah, well, that's part of what I was saying about being patient. See, what you got to understand is the music industry is a very interesting situation because what happens is the music industry is a business first and foremost, but secondly, there's a certain mindset and a certain swag set and a certain work ethic set that folks don't know of. You can't go in and be an IT professional if you don't know the basics of IT. Okay, you can't come in and do something else if you don't know the basics. 2/3 of these artists out here don't know anything about money management. They don't know about taxation. They don't know anything about the analytics in terms of how to be able to run their own brand. Right. There's certain things that you have to know that I, Lee, Michael, anyone can't teach you. You have to have a basic core set. If you don't have that, you're not going to be successful. Right. And if you do have success, you're only going to have moderate success, and it's going to be short-lived. And there's nothing that you're going to be able to build on. It's like it's almost like a salesperson that goes through their friends and their family, and after they do that, then they're burnt out because they didn't get any referrals. They didn't get other stuff to continually keep things moving. So what I'm saying to you is, don't watch what's going on in your city. I'm not saying don't keep a third eye on it. But I'm saying right now, you have a lane to run. Perfect example. Like I said before, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And the funny thing about it is, even if he does drink, that insatiable thirst that he has, he's not going to quench it because of the simple fact he doesn't know what he's doing. And sometimes you have to just think, people are embarrassed and they're ignorant and they don't want to say anything, or they want to mask it as if they do know and they don't know. Right. So what we've done and what we're doing for you today, going forward, is we're giving you a lane for you to do your thing without there being any interruptions. Right. That's what we're excited.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's roll.
So we should have our little thing. We'd be like 1, 2, 3, 3 horsemen. 3 horsemen.
So listen, man, we're looking forward to you doing this news conference. So
man,
we'll definitely get it in. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, baby boy.
All right.
Cool. From.
Wow. First of all, I'm completely blown away because this has been a tough process for me. Any indie artist will understand and agree. You know, it's very hard to get yourself out there into the music industry without feeling like you're sacrificing, you know, your creative abilities. And for me, I'm coming into the music industry not only doing rock and roll, but also hip hop as well. So for me, that was already tough as it is, because I'm like, okay, how am I going to take myself and be able to market all of my brands at one time? And these gentlemen gave me a platform to be able to express myself creatively. So I really thank you guys for coming out and being supportive, because as we all know, sometimes support is very hard to get for an indie artist. You know, especially, you know, a lot of people wait to see an artist blow up and say, okay, I'm here, we support them. But a lot of you guys have been supportive through this journey. A lot of you haven't. So I thank the ones that have. I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to express myself through music and through my life. Right. So this is going to be a great journey, and I'm ready to go for it. I've always wanted to do music. You know, I grew up in a family full of musicians, and I know this industry can be brutal, and for me, it was tough. You know, sometimes I didn't have a job, I couldn't get a job, and sometimes it was because of, you know, racial tension and different types of things. But, you know, I had people to help me put a press kit together. I spent almost 13 years going to music conferences and, you know, having the door literally shut in my face. You know, people didn't want to work with me. So it's been a grueling process. So faith is very important to me, because without faith, I'm nothing.
Amen. Very artist-friendly label, trust me. I've seen enough deals to make me puke, so, you know. that's it. Short and sweet. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.